Hi guys, this is Emnel and we are back playing Stellaris. As you can see here, our little scout is still alive. We haven't found much, but well, at least we have one semi-habitable planet. It's a bit close to those you know, militant isolationists, stagnant ascendancy. So it's a bit risky considering that they got all warlike for building an outpost in this system. So with our border range, getting a colony here may be a little bit dangerous, but I think at some point we are going to risk it. Yeah, for now it's a bit out of our way. So hopefully we'll find something a bit closer right here. And now we can get reach for the stars, which will make well, it will basically make the cost of colonies outside of our immediate surroundings well, smaller. So the requirement is not really conductive and conducive to intelligent life, and it's life for all, however, especially involved master of the environment as well in addition saying just another thing do given the introduction starts telling fuck those.
System survey complete.
Not sure what was that. There was no effect for this. Well, sadly it's an Arctic world. Oh right, so okay, so those are basically those aren't like those are pre-sentient, right? So yeah, but really nice planet with exceptionally quality minerals. Sadly, it's an Arctic that we have no access to. But great stuff there. Perhaps once we evolve our species, or well, genetically engineer our species to be more adaptive, then yeah, that would work. Okay, well, kind of build it off the air. This is an actual habitable planet, and this is where the One Society research derives from. So this is not going to be a place on which you will find well, simply some kind of strategic strategic resource. So it's not worth actually investing in it. Now we want to go back through here. Okay, that should be easy enough. And well, this is almost in our grasp, but not quite. So let's build a research station here because, well, all of that around here is already taken by us. Investigate Epsilon aliens. Terminal orbit. Pause.
Situation log updated.
It's a time project, so let's do it in a timely fashion. Have I clicked it right? Yes, it seems I have. Now, let's clear that last one here. I'm still not particularly interested in investing 76 into getting 1 point of research. Tile blockers. All of those research are pretty useful. Let's one more look at here. Well, both of them are pretty important, but I think we'll start with kelp. This is going to be fairly expensive. Thankfully, we have that guy. I think we'll leave without biolabs for a little bit longer. Okay, and finish construction. Bruh, not sure what will come out of that, so let's hold on with building an actual space station there. Well, actually, we may build that outright, and let's check back on the... Oh, right, we need to upgrade all... yeah, I probably should go to bed because I'm sleeping here. As in falling. I should have been upgrading that quite a while ago. Oh, that actually requires next level of it, which requires 10 pops, so this is a bit... I mean... well, that will give us additional 5% of growth time once we have 10 pops. Not a big fan. I don't think that on the planet with, what is it, 11 spaces we want that kind of thing anyway, so let's hold on to that. We can build a basic power plant here. We're not going to clear that quite yet. Well, cannot afford it anyway. Oh yeah. Salvage gas giant ship and Bronze Age civilization appears. Pretty valuable in advance beyond Neolithic. Okay, so they are just barely out of Neolithic era, right? Yeah, Bronze Age. That's when they start counting as a civilization. No, where was it again? Okay, this is easier way to go about it. So we do have observation outposts on those, and we do have so those were somewhere outside of our reach, somewhere I imagine where the where our actual spaceship science ships are. Is can see that here. Can see that here. Still working on that. Well, I guess we'll find them as soon as we reach that. Yeah, so let's bring that ship. That can be, I think, a fairly good cruiser, if I'm not correct, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, and we need to actually research that one too. Survey, I mean. Now, we need to decide what to do with here. So we can basically make it build to 3 research ones and 1 mineral building. Or we can, for example, make it into a focused mineral colony, basically ignoring those and building, well, minerals. Well, the problem right now is that we do not have a colony that has been designated as a mineral one, and, well, one of them is shitty in that regard, so... well, we'll still have a little bit of time to decide before the next guy shows up. Being said, we'll need a bit more of food around here fairly shortly, and we are colonizing another one, which will suddenly mean that we are further and further away from the next colony. Now it's 50%. Okay, so that was a bit of a bummer. Nothing much came of that. Right. Let's check back the surface. Yeah, we'll try to do that. Turn that into a research one. Let's see how that goes. Arrested development on the governor. Well, that's a shame. So basically, what that means, he's not going to gain any more levels. Well, oh, it's a new one too, so that's a bit of a shame. That's what happens. Yeah. Communication established with someone else. Theocratic Republic, Spiritual Seekers, and they are all the way there. So this is a normal start, this is a normal start, this and this, but those two assholes are definitely an advanced start, which is pretty brutal. I think they start with 3 planets rather than 1, and well, all that it entails. And yeah, a failure again. Oh, never mind, it's not a failure at all. We actually have gotten the cruiser. Okay, it's a particularly shitty one, as it turns out. Wow. It has a hangar, but nothing in it. It's actually missing one of the medium slots for whatever reason, and nothing in the utility ones. It has one large and one medium with. Oh, it's absolutely terrible. But well, it's a bloody cruiser, so at least it's going to tank some damage. I haven't seen that, but they usually are pretty good, so I'm not sure what happened there. Right, spaceport. Yeah, so I guess this bit is going to be responsible for building our corvettes for now, and this guy is going to be responsible for building our destroyers for the time being. Yep, that sounds about right. And you are not going to be responsible for anything for now. And descends into nuclear war, okay. Well, they split the atom and went all ballistic. Okay. Okay, so they wiped themselves out, basically dealing with our problem. Thanks.
Construction complete.
Another stagnant ascendancy. Where's that? Oh, look at that. Wow, two fallen empires so close. Which means that, well, we haven't found their whole planets around here quite yet, so I imagine one is going to be somewhere here and another one somewhere here, but as long as we don't piss them off by settling them, we should be okay-ish. Now, what else do we want to build? Let's build another one of those here. Actually, let's start with the research one. I need to deal with those all those anomalies we left in early game as well.
Situation log updated. System survey complete.
Investigate GI aliens. Gotta wait those 2 months and then we'll get the alien projects going. Yes, please do research the anomaly. Well, not much is happening at the moment, but well, so it goes. This is plus 5% habitability. This could actually be quite useful in our current predicament. Of course, additional core systems are good, but this is, well, I don't think we are planning to get one more planet quite yet, so, well, we don't have a spare, but we are almost, well, we are about to get that in 32 months, which will give us another two core planets, so we'll have time to grab that. I think for the sake of higher growth of on the planets that we already have, we are going to get a shot at finding some gas.
Construction complete.
And you have constructed something here, building stations, and well, basically build that there.
Construction complete.
It's a good omen that command cited. Very common reference, and I guess one station here, and then not sure if we want to go for that because we are going to build a to settle that quite soon, I think. Since, well, this is a bit of a remote area of space, especially with another nation, another race around here, or the Empire. We are not going to have too many planets to settle by land grab, so sooner rather than later we'll need to resolve to fighting anyway. And who is guaranteeing whom? Okay, so everyone and their mother is guaranteeing those guys. How nice. Extreme storms. Where's that? Right there. Okay. Well, we'll see what we'll find there, but this thing is shaping up quite nicely. I mean, perhaps a frontier outpost there once we get them a bit cheaper, finally.
Construction complete.
Right, we are, of course, once again negative balance, but that's mostly because of that. Colonization. Another kingdom. Those are pacifists, interesting. Where are you? Wow, this is a bit crowded. Right. And what do we have here? Right, this is supposed to be a research kind of station kind of thing. Let's start with the autochthon monument though, and then we are going to get ourselves a basic science lab. No, I think we are actually going to start with that frontier outpost, and I think we are the frontier, what is it, hospital? Frontier clinic. Yep. We'll start as here, we will get additional food to the adjacency. Yeah, seems good enough. Right, here we can, I guess, build that basic power plant anyway, since they do not cost us any maintenance. Alright, so let's see what we see here. Let's see what we see. They are more powerful than us, oddly enough. But that's okay. Mineral precision plant 2. That's nice. Kinetic damage and engineering capacity 2. Let's get mining networks.
System survey complete.
It's
Construction complete.
pretty rich around here. Interesting.
Construction
And we are in the... Oh,
System survey complete.
Uh-oh.
Surface ship under attack.
oh yes, they jumped in right here, and it seems that they are going to kill us. Oh, will they?
Situation.
Ooh, we managed to escape by spamming. Okay, investigate Psi aliens. Alright, I was supposed to investigate all of those, so let's just go through the list. That should take just a little bit. And construction ship here. Well, let's start by getting a research station there, and then a handful of mining stations. Now when our colonies start growing, you can see that the spread of our borders is actually quite impressive. Now, let's also build a spaceport outright. As for the surface, we still have a little bit to decide, and there's another anomaly. Let's do it. Level 1 still. I mean, sure. And right, it's time to actually change things around. Of course, like to be optimal, I should probably keep switching the building guy, but really don't think that's the. I sometimes do if I'm like in a real bind and need every possible advantage, but I think that would be a bit excessive for such a series. So let's just not do that. Okay, let's start by cleaning that kelp a little bit cheaper. Well, might as well finish it.
Research complete.
And we have advanced shields, so that's a level 4 of shields. Pretty nice. Still not getting any luck with better reactors though, so well, we won't have enough power to use capacitors. Definitely not on our corvettes and destroyers. Might as well get better hyperdrives, since this is something that, as I mentioned, can give you quite an edge in a war. If you can outmaneuver the AI. We're out of time though, so let's end. Well, I guess we are going to have to click that again because we are at 0. We're going. Okay, well, we'll go to the end of the month, I guess. So we do want to get to finish that observation of Amoeba's project later on. 16 months. That's not true. That's a weird counting. Old Explorer, full survey data to a distant system. Oh, not useful. And the construction ship is... Oh, we haven't actually checked this one. Well, let's get mining station here. Definitely don't want to build on a single one. Okay, this is the first of the month, so we can quit and have a save just on the first. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next episode. Good night.